The Baltic Sea by me, Alicia Juliette Axelius. Where is it? The Baltic Sea has its place very far north on the globe, right where the salty water from the North Sea meets the fresh water from the many rivers and streams seeping out from the surrounding countries. This association results in a mix of salt and fresh water, making the sea brackish. The drainage area is actually 4 times bigger than the sea itself and consists of about 200 rivers and lakes. This beautiful sea is actually not that old. Only about 10 to 15,000 years ago, it was carved out by the huge glaciers of the last ice age, making it the youngest sea on Earth. Though it was lost, it's certainly not least. With an area of 413 square kilometers and an average depth of 55 meters, the Baltic Sea is the biggest estuary in the world. As noted, the water here is brackish, a lovely blend of salt and fresh water. Because of this mixture, there's also a mixture in salt and freshwater species, such as the Atlantic cod from the salty ocean and European perch from the freshwater streams, among many others. This mingle is really unique among marine biomes, and it also makes our sea very sensitive to changes. Yet, the plants and animals in the Baltic are slightly different from their relatives because of adaptations to the salinity and seasons of the sea. For example, the Baltic herring is significantly smaller than the Atlantic herring due to the low salinity and temperatures. However, our estuary is not in complete harmony. The sea is actually in real danger, and guess who is the cause? Us. Us humans who take our planet and all of its lovely nature for granted. We are slowly ruining the sea, and if it continues this way, the beautiful ocean may not always stay the way it was. First off, there is the dreaded global warming. With an increasing temperature both in and out of the water, the Baltic Sea is slowly heading towards ice-free winters, which has hazardous effect on the ecosystem. It has in fact even happened in 2007 when only a small spot in the big sea was white. It may not seem like a very big change, but for a sea that should be at least 50% covered with ice, it is huge. To begin with, ice-free winters will disorder seasonal cycles, including spawning and migrations. Changes like this will greatly affect the way the species interact. In addition, the 3 species of seal living in the Baltic may not survive since they depend on the ice for reproduction. Because seals are one of the top predators in this area, it will not only affect them, but also the entire ecosystem. All of these scenarios are extremely bad, and if we don't do anything now, it will soon be too late. Climate change is not the only threat though. Probably one of the biggest concerns regarding the Baltic Sea is the severe blooming of algae. farmers all around the world are using pesticides and fertilizers to aid them with the job. Yet, when it rains, those chemicals are washed into rivers and streams and then carried into the great blue. Well, in the ocean, or in this case the Baltic Sea, the fertilizers become food for algae, resulting in extreme blooms. They are a huge threat since they devour all of the oxygen, which kills the marine life. It is called dead zones, and the Baltic Sea contains 7 of the world's 10 biggest. Now is the time to stop taking nature for granted and correct our wrongs.